This home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and that'll cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Second down after that previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance.
And the ball to the ground. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. They'll kick it away here. Trying to return the punt for some extra yardage. That's a nasty move. Now he's got room to run. And the coverage team finally gets him, but a great return. You can see the elusive speed from the return man. So the Seminoles offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes competing on every snap. Better get your popcorn ready.
Play action here on first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way.
Well, the defense, great job. They win this battle. Trying to contain the tight end in the passing game can be very difficult in today's game. But they did it in a big way there.
Here's the second down play. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
That sack sets up a third down play. Looking downfield, it's Page. He's moving out of the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. And that is no good. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game that you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills and summer two-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best.
Pressure is coming. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And they've got him again. That ferocious pass rush, back-to-back sacks. The Gators will line up to boot it away. Looking to kick it away for the second time. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And now the first play of this drive now from the 35. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Send the back in motion. Play action fake, looking to throw. And we're able to get him down. The offense now operating in empty. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore. The Noles will bring their punt team onto the field. This one will be fair caught. The Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away, and they finally get things going this time. And they'll set up at the 26 for the first play of this drive. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle made after just a short gain.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of the first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
4th down and 2 in their own territory. Coach shows no hesitation. The offense is on the field. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Again, makes it 2nd and medium. Defensive coordinator looking to bring some pressure. Looking to throw. It's Page. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Noles. Wow, that is an impressive start for an emotional game like this. To be so efficient, to click like that early is impressive.
Well, it's very impressive and a great way to start for this team because all the build-up and all the hype, now you can just settle in and play your game.
Automatic on the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points when they bounce back here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. keeping it on the ground here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
He hands it off from the gun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. As we wait for the quarter, Florida State is on top. Let's check out the stats now for the opening period. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on him. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
A quick throw out left, complete. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Offense facing a 3rd down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Short throw to the left, caught. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The BAT ties the game here in the 2nd quarter now. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. He'll hand it off. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Page. Down he goes. A sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
He'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket. And the protection breaks down yet again. Another sack. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And they've got the returner corralled. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught quickly. Tackled across midfield at the 48. Good enough for a 1st down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1. 2nd down.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. They got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
It's the free safety who's sneaking up in there. Comes up with a nice sack in the backfield.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's 3rd down and long from the 45. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Catch made down inside the 25. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. 1st down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Gators pick up enough for a 1st down here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. And they'll set up with a PAT.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40. And the Noles will crank up the tempo. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter. Dropping back, it's Page. Short connection to the tight end here. We get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the...
And the sophomore making an impact play. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. The defense showing blitz here. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. And the pass rush has got him again, back-to-back sacks. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. And the Seminoles will send their punt team onto the field.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. The Gators offense retakes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Tackled right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Good enough for a first down.
The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Off the play fake on first down. And he lofts it toward the sideline. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, just what they wanted. Got a chance to make a huge play. Everybody does their job. Great route. Quarterback puts it right on the money, and he just drops it.
Going again on 2nd and 10. Lets it go quickly. It's caught downfield. That big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. The offense really clicking here. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Minna's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Heavy blitz look here pre-snap. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
If this team can hold on today and win, this pass rush deserves all the credit in the world. They have gotten after this quarterback so many times. Really, every time the opposing offense does something positive, it feels like a sack just stops any progress.
And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. To the air, it's Page. Quarterback escapes the pocket. So the scramble comes up short, and now this offense facing a fourth down play. The Noles will line up to kick it away. And they'll punt it away for the fourth time today. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum, and the defense make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. He'll test the right side here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is the offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down and 10 now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. He'll try a pass here. The tight end has got it. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Page. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And tell you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson, most recently, a big, tall target. Anquan Bolden could do everything. Maybe one of my favorite players of all time, Peter Warwick. And going back to Fred Biletnikoff, played, of course, at Florida State.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the stick.
And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Man, this pass rush has gotten home so many times. As an offense, I know you're down, but you kind of try to mix it up. Maybe roll the quarterback out. Have your backs and tight ends chip at the line. Anything they can do, because what they've done up to this point, it's just not working.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They'll look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
After the second down incompletion, we'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. Breaking free at the 35. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Will he score here? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. The Gators looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes it 28-7.
That makes the score Florida 28, Florida State 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Scanning the field. It's Page. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
I really feel that this quarterback is rattled. At this point, he's already been sacked a number of times. I think it's affecting his timing with his receivers.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. With the catch, it's Morris. Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
A completion sets up a second down play. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. They'll give it to the running back. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason.
And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
The Gators trying to cash in here in the red zone. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
That's another good run here by this back. You know, he's been inside, he's been outside. At times he's had to be patient, showing his vision. He now has 97 yards on the ground today. A few more carries, and he's likely going to go over the century mark.
Tackled at the 8 after the completion. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find out here in the red zone. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's got it right near the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. And momentum really building. Now, Kirk, this one could get out of hand here in a hurry.
And that's the last thing you want to do in a rivalry game. Not just lose the game, but get embarrassed. Man, you got to fight for 60 minutes.
And here's the return from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Richardson. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. The Seminoles will line up now. It's first and goal.
Here we go.
Back to throw. It's Page. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
Looking to scramble. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
Well, this defensive unit has certainly picked a great time to make a stand with back-to-back sacks, starting with that first and goal play. Curious to see if the defense revs up its engine and tries to apply some pressure here on third down.
He's got some room. Can he get there? He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach, but again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
BAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Oh, and the onside kick works to perfection.
Wow, the kicker deserves a lot of credit here. He placed the ball perfectly. All you have to do is keep the ball in bounds and then hope for a favorable bounce. Here, they got a real favorable bounce.
First down, they're going to throw the ball. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman. And the Noles looking to run some tempo here.
Brings up second down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Caught near the sideline. It's Richardson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Looking to throw it on third and very long. With the catch, it's Richardson. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
I love the aggressive nature here by this defense on this fourth down. The offense is going for it, and instead of sitting back, they decide to attack that offensive front. They get after him with a lot of bodies, and they're able to come up with that sack.
And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking for a big play here. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Gators. And the beatdown continues.
Number 10.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
42. Florida State, 14.
Return starts from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Looking to pass. It's Page. The pass rush closing in. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
This defense has been lights out today. Great job once again applying pressure on this quarterback. This poor quarterback, he doesn't know what he has seen today. Not able to get anything going to be able to try to compete in this game. They're down big, and now they're just hoping for that clock to run out.
The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. Second down after that run on the previous play. Gives it to the back. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Brought down to the 22. It's a first down, very near the red zone now.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big third down. Know what you need to do. Get the first down. Continue to hold on to that lead. Continue to work clock and get that much closer to securing a victory.
There might not be a sweeter feeling in college football, Kirk. You walk off the field knowing that you have taken care of it.